watching CarTell TV and I'm Simone. The F-Pace really broke the ice for Jaguar SUVs. Sure, there were frowning purists who hated the idea of a Jaguar SUV, but the F-Pace is a damn good car. A few rides later, and we've become as used to it as we are to the Cayenne. So the E-Pace is no surprise. However, having in mind what Jaguar stands for, I expected a full-size luxury SUV. Instead, the E-Pace is a subcompact, but still packed with luxury. It's supposed to battle the likes of the GLA, Evoque, X1 and Q2. And it's also not exactly cheap. I don't mean compared to those, I mean in general. This model costs $66,000 and justifying all that money is going to be a tough job. The model I have here today is the Jaguar E-Pace R-Dynamic SD180. It comes with something Jaguar calls R-Dynamic Body Kit, which is a fancy name for a collection of features including a gloss black grille with satin chrome surround, fog lights, LED headlights, dual tailpipes, auto dimming and folding door mirrors. These huge 20-inch split-spoke wheels are optional, but they will cost you a hefty $2,740 extra. Some will say it looks too big for this body, but I think they look awesome. The front is massive. The grille styling continues on the air intakes and rear exhaust tip surrounds, and especially in bright colours, they add to the aggressiveness of the whole car. The rear also looks nice. In fact, the styling of the E-Pace is in between the F-Type and the F-Pace, of course a lot closer to its SUV sibling. The engine in this one is a frugal 2-litre diesel with 132 kilowatts and 430 newton metres of torque. Official fuel consumption is at 5.6 litres per 100 kilometres. And it's actually pretty close to that in the real world, with relaxed driving. There are other powering options, 5 in total, including 2 petrols with 183 and 221 kilowatts respectively. The 2 remaining diesels have 110 kilowatts and 177 kilowatts respectively. It's a Jaguar behind the wheel. Sure-footed with direct, perfectly weighted steering and great feedback from the road. I'm also going to mention the lane keep assist. Now I normally mention that in the safety features, but I thought I'd mention it here in the drive as well, as I've had a chance to experience it in a lot of different vehicles, but I've never found it as obvious as with the E-Pace. It's usually a subtle little correction back to your lane. But in the E-Pace, it's pretty strong and keeps making me want to test it. However, the E-Pace, it's not made to be fast. It's more of a practical machine. In this model, all of the torques are available from just 1750 revs, and the engine is paired with a fantastic 9-speed ZF gearbox. This many speeds and low revs torque means that the E-Pace has enough of a push at all times, without having to go higher up in the rev range. And it's better that it doesn't. This is a 2-litre diesel, not a flaming V8. It's stylish and feature-packed, more than it is interesting to drive. And for those of you who are looking for a zestier drive, you won't find it with this engine choice. But it's also not a complete slouch. The top speed is at 205 kilometers per hour, and 0 to 100 takes 9.3 seconds, which is, in the second slowest guys, a decent result. The fastest version makes the same sprint in just 6.5 seconds. I want that one next time. However, there is another reason that the E-Pace is not really a capable machine, and that's because it's heavy. With the weight of about 1,850 kilograms, it's actually heavier than the F-Pace, and that one is a whole size bigger. The reason for this is that the E-Pace is based on the older platform shared by some Ford vehicles. Now the F-Pace is built on an aluminium platform that makes it lighter, and I would love to see the E-Pace on it. If there's anything good in all that weight, it's the fact that the E-Pace doesn't feel too jumpy on rougher roads. It's wonderfully sure-footed and precise. Even though I have the huge 20-inch wheels, I'm surprised at how comfortable it is. And smaller wheels will surely make it even more comfortable. The interior is obviously inspired by the F-Type. That's currently the most hardcore sports car from the British manufacturer, so that can only be good. The most prominent feature familiar from the F-Type is this handle next to the gear lever. In the F-Type, it's supposed to help the passenger stay in their seat during savage corner carvings. I can't imagine this little SUV will be doing much corner carving, but it's still a nice sentiment. What's also familiar is the quality feel, and this is a big plus for the E-Pace. Almost everything is soft touch. The angled dash really makes it look bigger than it is, and the 10-inch screen is bigger than in most competitors. Stitching is also great. I love high-quality exposed stitching. It gives me that feel of the good old days, when everything in high-end cars was handmade. Honestly, car makers, if you want to add a bit of a premium feel, then the simplest way to do that is adding some cool stitching. However, in this car, it's no gimmick. Everything follows the premium feel. This is the S trim level, and it has nice grained leather. However, the HSC has perforated Windsor leather, which is a whole nother level. Yep, they actually have 2 levels of leather. Let's get back to the touchscreen. In this trim level, it comes with Pro services, including Wi-Fi hotspot and navigation. It's really close to the steering wheel, so easy to see and use. Aircon controls are old-fashioned dials, and I'm trying to enjoy that as much as I can before it all gets digitalised. So thank you, Jaguar. The only places that look a bit cheaper are the plastics near the leg rest that connect to the central console and the dash, as well as this storage cover and gear lever surround. Now, it does have push-button start, and given the key symbol on the handle, I thought it would have keyless entry as well. But no, I still have to use my key to enter. There's plenty of storage inside the front. In the back, this is supposed to be a subcompact SUV, and it is. However, doors open really wide to make entrance easier, and once you're inside, there's actually a surprising amount of room for this class. But it all depends on who you've got sitting in front of you. So if this front seat's all the way back, then you can forget about having adult passengers in the back seats. You get cup holders in the middle armrest, door bins, seat pockets and rear vents. The boot has 577 litres of space and it's very practical. Just high enough with no load lip for easy approach and a simple square shape. The steering wheel is also covered in leather. All in all, being inside the E-Pace is a rather nice experience. It's also pretty safe. Just some of the features are emergency braking, rear view camera, cruise control with speed limiter, driver condition monitor, lane keep assist, park assist, 360-degree camera, rear traffic monitor and blind spot monitoring. The price of this E-Pace I have today, with all the options, stands at $66,910 plus on roads. I can't really call it affordable, but it is made by a revered manufacturer. It does have cool design and interior, and it's one of the best options in the ever-expanding subcompact SUV segment. It also manages to be a reasonable car to own with reliable engines and great fuel efficiency. And did I mention it's a Jaguar? Wow. Thanks for watching CarTell TV. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel and join us on social media. Now, keep those requests coming. We do look at your suggestions, and the best way to know what's coming up is to check our What's Next page on our website.